Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to SPW, where all of the matches are one and done, and I don't know what's going to happen any more than you do. I am your host, Nick, and if this is your first time here, thank you for joining us, and if you stick around to the end, do the thing, like, subscribe, because tonight is a fan request match. Special thanks, shout out to William Perkins for the request. This is one, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, yeah, it's perfect. We obviously have Ghostrider, and this is like the new version of Ghostrider. Straight out of... I'm more familiar with this version because of the... what's the video game? Oh my gosh, not Marvel Knights, but you know, the one with Lilith. Obviously, I played it a while ago, and for some reason the name escapes me. But this is that version of Ghostrider. But either way, you know, Ghostrider, he stands 6'2", weighs 180 pounds. And once again, this is a fan request match because Ghostrider is going up against not Marvel or DC, but I think, was it Dark Horse Comics? I feel like it was Dark Horse Comics. You let me know in the comments, actually. And if you have any other requests, leave those in the comments as well. But Hellboy is going to be going head-to-head with Ghostrider. And so of course, I had to have it in our Hell Arena. We've only done this arena a few times, but it's pretty sick. I definitely dig it. And, you know, any opportunity to use it, yeah, I'm on board. But this matchup... the request actually was for an ambulance match, but you know, when I saw these two guys, I was like, I feel like the Casket match is kind of the same thing, but more theme appropriate. So this is going to be a Casket match between, again, Hellboy and Ghostrider. So this is wow, you know how many dimensions there are? Multi-dimensional, interdimensional, it's kind of both. But here we go! This is not Ron Perlman's Hellboy. This is more the comic book accurate version of Hellboy, to be perfectly honest. Which, you know, like I said, this is more a comic, you know, company versus comic company type of a matchup. But either way, Hellboy, just kind of classic character. I don't know. I love the Ron Perlman version. So one of these days, I would absolutely love to see, you know, the third Guillermo del Toro Ron Perlman. I mean, but that's probably never going to happen. I don't know. The world's a crazy place these days. Maybe if we like crowdfund it, it'll happen. Who knows? But I would love to see it. But Hellboy comes down to the ring, 6'11", 400 pounds. I mean, kind of, I wouldn't say towering over Ghostrider, because probably a lot of that height might be his horns or his top knot. Who knows? But he's definitely bigger than Ghostrider. But that usually gives Ghostrider the dexterity advantage. So this is a good matchup, but either way, both of these, I mean, you can call them both demons. They're both very different types of demons, but you know, I would definitely say they're both from the Hell dimension. Either way you look at it. But here we go, bringing the Casket down to the ring, which, like I said, it just feels appropriate. Here's the rules for a Casket match if you're unfamiliar, but basically, no DQ. So we'll just say that there's no DQ. You can go nuts. Basically, the only way to really win is to lock your opponent inside that casket. And once you get it shut, which is often the hard part, they really spring-load these caskets in these WWE 2K games. And really, this is 2K25. It's the first time they introduced the casket match. So, you know, just another reason to use it, because this is a good time. But here we go. Oh, he shred the trench coat. See, Hellboy means business in there right now. Oh, look at that. I'll say, look at that! Ghostrider lands a stiff forearm to the forehead, and Hellboy just shakes it off, backs him up, and then lands a very technical body slam. Oh, here we go! Oh, tosses him over the rope and onto the casket, unceremoniously over the top rope. But, but that is a spot-on Hellboy, I feel like. I mean, it's hard to make some of these characters in this game. And actually, matter of fact, Ghostrider is one of the ones that's probably notoriously one of the hardest to make. And always has been in any of these games. It's just hard to make, you know, fire look real. But I think they did a pretty great job. Shout out to, again, the creators of these awesome characters in the 2K community, because really, without their hard work, this channel would not be possible. So definitely give props where props is due. I've tried to make those before, and they take hours and hours, and most of the time don't turn out how you want. So when we got good ones, you gotta give props. But right now, looks like Hellboy is just throwing Ghostrider around the ring and stalking him. But again, Ghostrider, very nimble and quick to recover. I mean, both of these guys can take a lot of punishment. That's probably both of their biggest powers, honestly. I mean, Ghostrider really has one of those powers that's kind of weird in the comics because it sort of breaks the rules on a lot of levels and, you know, is a little bit overpowered. It's OP, as you might say. Oh my goodness, powerbomb! Hellboy positioned him and delivered a huge powerbomb to that casket. Oh, and he is using it to the best of his ability. Oh, wow. Stepping on the chest, that's 400 pounds of man meat. And, yeah, that can't feel good. I mean, maybe for some people. I don't know. To each their own. That's what I say. But now, oh no, kendo stick. Oh, over the back of the neck. My goodness. Oh, and breaks it over the shin. I don't know if you've ever been kicked in the shin, like if you ever played soccer, but that is probably one of the worst pains that I've ever felt. And I've had multiple surgeries. But, oh! Just body slam, but he just kind of threw him. He didn't even drive him down. He just kind of getting rid of him. Oh! Once again, tossing him into that casket. Ooh, but there's finally a little bit of offense, but it's immediately countered, and then, ooh, there we go. Working combinations, but man, Hellboy just shrugs it off repeatedly. What is Ghostrider going to have to do to really get his attention? Oh! Right now, Hellboy is making a statement. He's like, no. I am the only one that is the hell-made hero. And again, not a Marvel character. I feel like there was something weird, like maybe Hellboy went between companies at one point. I'm gonna have to look into it more because honestly, Hellboy is one of those characters that I do like. Uh-oh. Hellboy freezing. What? Maybe he just changed his mind. I feel like they're talking in there. He was definitely gonna throw him into the ring, decided to go for a choke slam, and Ghostrider making him regret it. Oh! Lands a Superman punch and absolutely drops Hellboy. And now Ghostrider finally getting his licks in. Oh, and then as soon as I said it, Hellboy counters. Both of these men using that casket, I mean, just as a weapon at this point, really, like, I don't know which is worse. Like, actually getting a weapon from under the ring or getting punched in the face by that massive rock hand of Hellboy. I guess I'm surprised that Ghostrider's not using his chains in there. That was always, in my opinion, what kind of made him awesome, you know? Just kind of he used his chains. A lot like Spawn. I believe that was actually a fun matchup. Go back and check that out. I think I did have Hellboy versus Spawn, and that might have been one of the other Hell Arena matches that we've had on this channel. There's only been like 2 or 3. I think this might be the 3rd one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, Russian leg sweep into just some brutal grounded pound. How about that? There's some technical wrestling coming out of Ghostrider right now. Flings him off the ropes. I don't think he expected him to bounce. I think he thought he was going to be sending him over the top rope, but oh, hey, look at that! An old-fashioned sleeper hold. Followed by the classic way to get out of that. Just drop to your butt and give him one of those jawbreakers. Right now. Oh, see, there you go. That's using the ropes to your advantage. Using that rock hand in the lower back. Bruising those kidneys. At least it would if he has kidneys. I don't know. I like to think that Ghostrider is just a skeleton underneath all those leathers. And really all the muscles are just flames just being contained. I don't know. That's just me. Is that how you envision him? Or do you picture like a Skeletor situation? Maybe he's got like a bunch of blue muscles under there, and it's just the skull that is the only part that's skeleton. I don't know. You don't know either. But right now, look at this. Hellboy has Ghostrider in the casket. He's a little confused on how to shut that without standing in it. I understand. It's not a common thing. You usually don't have to try to force the lid down on someone in a casket, you know, and that, thankfully. It'd be a very, you know, Night of the Living Dead situation otherwise. But oh, look at this! On the brimstone or whatever that is outside the arena. Definitely doesn't look like padding. Looks like magma. Not that either of these guys, I think, are affected by flames at all. So really, even if there was one, you know, a flaming arena, these guys would be just fine. Which, you know what, that was always one of my favorite matches. When The Undertaker, Kane, famously, long time ago, had that fight where they were, you know, had the first one to set the other one on fire wins. I mean, come on. I want to see that, 2K26. By the way, I should mention, 2K26 is right around the corner, and if you follow this channel, I tend to try to keep up with the, you know, current games, so we will be making the switch eventually to 2K26. And, you know, usually when that happens, it definitely affects the roster and what's available, at least for a little while. We always get back to where we should be, but it's just going to mean that, you know, going to be a slight overhaul, but it always includes new fun changes and unexpected things that can happen during a match, and I'm all about that. So that's why I try to stay up on whatever the current system is, and that's how we're going to roll with SPW going forward. But don't worry, it's still a few months out, but eventually we'll get there, and it'll be fun times. Hopefully they'll have some new matches, and Lord knows what else they'll include. Like I said, 2K25 finally introduced the intergender match, which is something I've been waiting for a long time, so I don't know. Now I'm trying to think of what else do I want. Maybe that fire match would be awesome. But right now, Ghostrider finally in control of the match, it looks like. He's got Hellboy reeling on the outside. Right now, stalking his prey. What does he have planned here? Ghostrider, ooh, just wallops him upside the head. And then now look at this. Big knee! Oh! Dropped him like a stone. And then now, trying to send him into the casket, but awkwardly broken up by Hellboy. But good for him. He was able to get out of that somehow. He was in a bad way. Oh! Backspinning heel kick out of nowhere. Absolutely rocks Hellboy. Ghostriders have a heck of a time trying to get him in the casket because he's just too big. This casket was, I think, made for a man maybe not quite his size. That's kind of rough. That's rough going for Ghostrider, but he's sure trying to make a go of it. Give it the old college try. That's what I say. Oh, there you go. Fireman's carry. Now Ghostrider finds himself inside the casket once again, but able to quickly get out of it, rolling back into the ring. Ah, man, what does he got to do in there? Right now, I think he's trying to get a breather, but unfortunately that gave Hellboy plenty of time to get a sledgehammer. Hellboy is one of those guys who's always able to, you know, just make a weapon out of anything that happens to be nearby. That makes it a lot of fun. Oh, into the steel steps. Although those steel steps, again, everything seems to be covered in at least a thin layer of magma. And the walls themselves are aflame. I don't know why the audience isn't getting burned, but hey, magic, right? That's what makes comic books fun. Right now, though, somehow, Hellboy back in control of this matchup. He was on the receiving end there for a good while. Oh, and he almost has Ghostrider stunned, but Ghostrider able to counter, fighting his way back, hanging on by a thread. Oh, but once again, oh, now he's stunned. Hellboy always manages to find a way to get Ghostrider back inside that casket. And Ghostrider, once again, is fighting for his life in there. He's fighting for his unlife, I guess you might say. Ooh, by the face. That big stone paw. Absolutely just giving, I don't know, that's like a choke slam or like a face slam. But either way, here's a choke slam. Has him up and down. Oh, but wow, springing back to his feet, but he might regret that. No. Oh, it looks like his skull just whiplashed into the, I mean, normally I would say it's the steel pole, but and you can hear the audience cheering, holy crap, because right now, these two leaving everything out there. I mean, what does either of them have to do to take the other one out? I feel like already Ghostrider has taken the best that Hellboy can dish out, and he just springs to his feet. But again, they're both demons. Like, how do you keep a demon down? I mean, I feel like that's poetry. Somehow I should. You know, you never know what you're gonna say when you just have a microphone and you just have to just kind of free-form talk for a good long while. Have you ever done it? I'm just throwing that out there. It's an odd little piece of art. I try to keep this as as, you know, unscripted as possible, if you couldn't tell. And that's what makes this fun for me, and hopefully makes it fun for you. Because really, I don't know what's gonna happen. So, right now, oh! And now Hellboy is stunned, see? This is anybody's match. Right now. Oh my gosh, look at his face just bouncing off the canvas. These two are absolutely pulling out all the stops. And really, at this point, who would your money be on? I mean, I would have given it to Hellboy early, but right now, easily fighting back and making his presence felt is Ghostrider. Tried to go for the steel chair and maybe regrets that a little bit, but now Hellboy, oh, going, is that another, oh, it's a shovel! How appropriate, a shovel in a casket match. I feel like everything under the ring should be a shovel. Oh, goes for the swing and misses, but then lands by throwing it at him. Connecting with that, you know, flat head of that shovel, and oh no, speaking of having a flat head, at this point, Hellboy has been kneed in the face 3 or 4 times, I've lost count. Ghostrider has him absolutely stunned in there. But then Ghostrider throws him back into the ring and brings the steel chair with him. Oh! Delivering shot after shot! Is he calling him to his feet? Taunting to the crowd at least. Oh, big clothesline! And a second one! He has Hellboy on the ropes! Sweeps the leg! And Ghostrider is feeling it! Hellboy's seeing stars right now. Oh, elbow combinations! Ghostrider sends him off the ropes, and a spear! Oh my goodness! Ghostrider on a tear right now. Oh, but somehow, Hellboy counters and somehow, Ghostrider finds himself, was he playing possum the whole time? Somehow Ghostrider is the one in the casket. Hellboy nearly has it closed. Was he doing the rope-a-dope? He was just letting himself get beat and then manages to spin it around on Ghostrider somehow. Oh, he almost had it. And then now, Ghostrider fighting back. What an incredible matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've stuck around to this point because who knows? This is anybody's game. Ghostrider off the ropes, caught by that big fist, and another chokeslam. Oh no, now Hellboy stalking his prey. Hellboy's got it. I think he's on his 3rd wind at this point. He's definitely already felt his 2nd wind. Ends up getting on the receiving end of a jawbreaker, and once again, I think it's just the body weight. He's just able to kind of flip those Irish whips around and send Ghostrider flying, and right now, he's done it! Hellboy faces adversity. I definitely felt like the momentum had shifted, and it was Ghostrider's win all the way, but no! Hellboy able to fight back and close the casket on Ghostrider. My goodness, I think Ghostrider is now 0-2 in casket matches. Spoiler alert for the Spawn one that I mentioned. But don't worry, you'd have to go back a ways to see that one. But standing tall and looking good. Hellboy, incredible. Hellboy, I mean, I think I've had him, this is only maybe his 2nd match, but he's definitely one of those characters, man, I'll put him in there against anybody, I don't care. I mean, he does qualify for the Multi-Universal Championship because of the fact that he exists in the multiverse, so who knows? Should I give him a shot? You guys let me know. But if you stuck around, do the thing, like, subscribe, and if you already have, thank you. Definitely appreciate you guys. Once again, keep leaving those requests. I'm loving, actually, this whole week is just going to be fan requests, so keep them coming. But until then, y'all have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. Good night.